Washington, D.C., the so-called murder capital of the world, there was a big experiment in the summer of 1993 where 4,000 volunteers came from 100 countries to collectively meditate for long periods of time throughout the day. It was predicted in advance that with such a sized group, you would have a 25% drop in violent crime, as defined by the FBI, in Washington that summer. Well, the chief of police went on television saying that, look, it's going to take 2 feet of snow to reduce crime by 25% in Washington, D.C. this summer. But by the end, the police department became a collaborator and author of this study because the results, in fact, showed a 25% drop in violent crime in Washington, D.C., which we could predict on the basis of 48 previous studies that had already been done on a smaller scale.
The central installation of the defense floor brings to life Maharishi's theory of invincible defense, the Maharishi effect, the practical solution for national invincibility. Starting with the Meissner effect of quantum physics, visitors will see how an incoherent, disorderly electrical conductor is penetrated by an external magnetic field. An orderly superconductor, however, repels an external magnetic field due to the coherent collective functioning of its electrons. Similarly, when a small fraction of the population practices Maharishi's technologies of consciousness together in a group, their coherent collective functioning acts as a superconductor for the whole society. The result? An invincible national consciousness that disallows any negative influence coming from inside or outside the nation. The installation on the Western Wall demonstrates how lasting peace and harmony can be realized through the global presence of coherence-creating groups, including peace-creating groups in the military. A map of the world engraved with concentric rings radiating from gold stars displays locations where coherence-creating groups are practicing Maharishi's technologies of consciousness. At the center of each star, visitors can look through a 2-centimeter viewing hole to observe images and videos of the coherence-creating group at that location. The combined coherence generated by a sufficient number of groups around the world can fulfill Maharishi's vision of an invincible, affluent world, heaven on earth for all mankind.